Hi everyone, welcome back for more of Ground Zero.
Now, they say when you live under someone else's roof, you ought to follow their rules. Things aren't quite as simple, however, if you've got a landlord from hell.
Stumper S says his landlord accused his girlfriend of stealing cash, his handphone, his work pass, and even a bunch of decorative stones from the house.
Now, S says the incident had occurred when the landlord got drunk, which happens to be a bit of a frequent problem given his drinking habit. Even worse, he has a tendency to fly into a rage when intoxicated.
Following the accusation, S had closed the door on the landlord, which only served to enrage him even more. He apparently punched and kicked the door so hard that it actually cracked.
He must have been really angry. But according to S, he and his girlfriend are not the only ones to have fallen foul of the man's temper before. Other tenants had also up and left because of it.
Both Stumpers were behind them all the way. Stumper Dash Chua, for example, wrote, "Even with the contract, you can sue him for his nonsense behavior. Void the contract and ask for compensation."
Well, at least in this case, the parties involved were working out, their issues without police involvement. Not so for the case that Stopper Ong described, where another landlord had taken things one step further, locking a family into their house following a dispute over rent.
Now, the family had found the fittings in the home in an apparently poor state of repair and wanted the landlord to fix them. They had decided to withhold paying rent in the meantime, which is when the locking occurred.
Now, they eventually called the police and the matter was resolved when the landlord admitted that he had locked them in and unlocked the door.
Serious stuff. Finally, a third story sees a landlord in Bukit Panjang Ring Road who failed to care properly for the dog, leaving it caged up in the toilet and neglecting to clip its claws.
The sorry state of the poor animal, along with other disagreements, led to the Stomper moving out after some time and on rather poor terms.
So faced with an unreasonable landlord, how do you avoid an ugly situation? First, bear in mind that landlords are people too, and they have their idiosyncrasies. So try to make sure you get to know whoever you're signing up to live with beforehand.
In addition, ensure that you get any payment agreements in writing, such that you can refer to it in the event of a dispute.
Yep, and if the worst should happen, it's best to leave confrontations to the police rather than take matters into your own hands.
Now that's the key. You really don't want things to get out of hand.
Definitely not. Up next, what happens when a live pig gets loose in the city? Stay with us and find out.